from Group A, and we are going to present our discussion about public science at National Library of Indonesia, Pragmatic, Stylistic, and Linguistic Landscape Perspective. Before the discussion, I'm going to introduce our member. The first is Vicentia Cynthia Putri, and the second is Sophie Hidayanti, and the last is Gani Aprilia Siswanti. So, here is our discussion.
Okay, the first sign is reading room, quiet please. The pragmatics of this sign is a communication, a polite request for silence in a designed reading room. It uses clear text, quiet please, and a visual clue, a person reading a book. To reinforce the purpose of the space and the behavioral expectation. It relies on politeness, shared social norms, and a straightforward message to encourage compliance.
The stylistic of the instruction in the reading room require clarity and grammatical accuracy. The current sign, reading room quiet please, lacks a proper subject-verb agreement and a punctuation. A revised version, please maintain silence in the reading room for optimal focus, conveys respect and facilitates effective communication.
Reading room, quiet place. This top-down library signs use English to promote a quiet reading environment for a diverse audience, including international visitors. By employing quiet place, it maintains a respectful tone while effectively conveying the need for silence, reflecting the library's role as a national institution. The signs, design, and placement are strategically chosen for clarity and accessibility.
The second public sign is no food or drinks allowed. The pragmatics of this sign is conveys a prohibition against food and drinks in a clear and authoritative manner. It targets individuals entering the space, emphasizing rules about clean lines and maintaining the area's purpose. The combination of the text and visual imagery ensure the message is clear and accessible to everyone.
The stylistic of the food and drink policy sign, "No food or drinks allowed," employs passive voice and formal vocabulary, effectively conveying restriction. However, refreshing food and beverage are strictly prohibited, ensures clarity and precision. This revision maintains authority while minimizing potential misinterpretation.
No food or drink place. This linguistic landscape reflects the functional use of English and visual aids to cater a diverse public, emphasizing cleanliness, order, and respect for the design space. This serves as illustration of top-down signage implemented by management to maintain the library's cleanliness and safeguard its available collection. The presence of food and beverage can lead to damage through spills or crumbs, which may attack pests. The regulation is articulated in English, a widely recognized language selected to accommodate both local and international patrons.
The next public sign is no smoking area. The pragmatics of this sign is communicates a prohibition against smoking in the specified area. It targets all individuals entering the space using both textual and visual elements to ensure clarity. The dual language text "dilarang merokok di area ini" in Indonesian and "no smoking in area" in English broadens accessibility, ensuring the rule is understood by both local and international audience. The red color emphasizes seriousness and urgency.
The stylistic of the smoking policy sign, "No smoking area," directly conveys prohibition but lacks of contextual information, repressing as smoking strictly prohibited within this area increases clarity and precision and authority.
Non-smoking area. The linguistic landscape of design reflects a bilingual approach. Kuminai, Indonesia, dilarang merokok di area ini, and English, non-smoking area. This dual language format caters to both local audience and international visitors, emphasizing inclusivity and accessibility. This indicates the space serves as a diverse or multicultural audience, likely in a public or institutional setting. Designs serve as a top-down directive from management aimed at maintaining a safe and comfortable environment for all visitors.
The next public sign is dilarang membuang sampah sembarangan. The pragmatics of this sign is designed to discourage people from throwing garbage in inappropriate places. It is a directive speech act aimed at maintaining clean lines in a specific area. This sign targets the general public who may be passing through or using the space where the sign is displayed. The use of direct and simple language combined with the visual symbol ensure that the message is a universally understandable and straightforward.
The stylistic of the Indonesian waste disposal sign, dilarang membuang sampah sembarangan, effectively employs formal tone and imperative mood. An English revision, properly dispose of waste, maintains clarity and politeness.
Dilarang membuang sampah. The sign is written in Indonesia, indicating that the primary audience is local. It also shows the prevalence of Bahasa Indonesia as the national language in public spaces. This reflects the cultural and legal emphasis on environmental responsibility and cleanliness in Indonesia. These are typically placed in areas where improper waste disposal is a common issue, demonstrating the role of signage in shaping public behavior in shared space. These signs serve as a top-down directive from management aimed at maintaining a safe and comfortable environment for all visitors.
And the last public sign is dilarang duduk di area ini. The pragmatics of this sign is a directive speech act aiming to prevent people from sitting in a particular area. Its purpose is to preserve the intended use of the area or protect the surface like furniture or art pieces from damage or misuse. It addresses people who might attempt to sit in this specific area, likely visitor or customer of the place. The language is direct on and formal, conveying authority to ensure compliance with the rule.
The stylistic of the seating restriction sign, "Don't sit in this area," requires formality, repressing as "Please refrain from sitting in this area" increases politeness, clarity, and instructional effectiveness.
Dilarang duduk di sini. The sign uses Bahasa Indonesia, the national language, indicating its primary audience is Indonesian speaker. It suggests the location is in Indonesia or an environment where Indonesian is widely spoken. This reflects a formal and rule-based approach to regulating behavior in shared space, common in public or commercial spaces in Indonesia. The phrasing reflects an institutional tone often found in signs intended to regulate action in semi-formal or formal setting. The sign serves as a top-down directive from management aimed at maintaining a safe and comfortable environment for all visitors.
So the conclusion is this study illustrates the diversity of linguistic signs at National Library of Indonesia that we have now because understanding the meaning of language in public signs offers numerous benefits including effective communication, improved navigation, enhanced safety, and increased accessibility. It promotes social inclusion, cultural understanding, and community engagement while fostering economic growth, attracting business and boosting tourism. Clear signage also improves cognitive skill like critical thinking, language comprehension, and attention to detail. Additionally, it reduces stress, confusion, and miscommunication, ultimately enhancing civic awareness, public services, and informed decision making. Maybe that's it from our group, and thank you.